You're waiting for the right moment, for the right time, for everything to feel ready. But it never will, because life doesn't wait for you. Days pass, weeks pass, years pass, and you're still thinking, soon, not yet, I'll start later. But later turns into never. And one day you look back and realize you didn't live, you just waited. Waited to feel confident, waited to feel ready, waited for permission. But no one is coming. No perfect moment, no signal, no guarantee, just time running out. So either you start now or you keep losing it. Subscribe to learn more psychology facts.
People don't respect what stays. They respect what can leave. The moment they know you won't go anywhere, something changes. They reply slower. They try less. They value you less. Not because you're not enough, but because you became predictable, available, safe. And safe is easy to ignore. But the moment you pull back, everything shifts. Now they notice. Now they react. Now they care. Because loss creates value, not presence. So if you feel disrespected, don't chase, don't prove, just step back. Because respect starts when they feel they can lose you. Subscribe to learn more psychology facts.
Some people never take responsibility. No matter what happens, it's always someone else's fault. The situation, the people, the timing, anything but them. This is called external blame, and it's a trap. Because the moment you blame others, you lose control. You stop growing, you stop learning, you stay stuck. Because if everything is someone else's fault, there's nothing to fix, nothing to improve, nothing to change. But strong people think differently. They ask one question: what could I have done better? Not because they're weak, but because they want control. Because responsibility is power, and blame is escape. Subscribe to learn more psychology facts.
Thinking minds don't fear solitude. They need it, because silence is where clarity appears. While others seek noise, constant distraction, endless conversations, a thinking mind steps back, not because it's weak, but because it sees more. It notices patterns, it questions everything, it observes people instead of chasing them, and that creates distance, because not everyone understands depth. Not everyone is comfortable with silence, so they choose solitude, not to escape the world, but to understand it. Because in silence, you hear things others miss, and in solitude, you become dangerous, not to others, but to illusions. Subscribe to learn more psychology facts.
The worst thing you can do when someone ignores you is react. Call again. Ask questions. Did you see my message? Because now you're chasing, and they feel it. Silence is a test, not of your value, but of your control. Most people fail it. They panic, they overthink, they lose their frame. But the right move? Do nothing. No extra message, no reaction, no pressure. Because when you stay silent, you flip the power. Now they feel it. Now they wonder. Now they think about you. And that's the difference between chasing and being respected. Subscribe to learn more psychology facts.
People who cut everyone off are not weak. They're just done. Done explaining, done chasing, done tolerating things they know they don't deserve. Because most of them didn't leave immediately. They stayed. They tried. They gave chances again and again and again until something broke. Not outside, inside. And once that happens, there's no going back. So they walk away, quietly. No drama, no announcements. And from the outside, it looks cold, but from the inside, it feels like peace. Because they didn't lose people, they lost what was draining them. And that's the difference. Subscribe to learn more psychology facts.
People don't lie with words, they lie with behavior. When someone is lying, they often say too much, too many details, too many explanations, because they're trying to convince you. But truth is simple, and lies are complicated. Watch their reactions. Do they hesitate? Do they change their tone? Do they avoid direct answers? Sometimes they repeat your question, buying time. Sometimes they overreact, trying to look honest. But the biggest sign is inconsistency. Words don't match behavior. Energy doesn't feel right. And deep down, you already know. Trust that feeling. Because lies are not heard, they are felt. Subscribe to learn more psychology facts.
The human brain has a strange habit. It remembers negative experiences much stronger than positive ones. One criticism can stay in your mind longer than 10 compliments. One bad memory can overshadow many good moments. This is called negativity bias. It exists because our ancestors needed to remember danger to survive. But today, this ancient instinct still controls our emotions, and sometimes it makes the world look worse than it really is. Welcome to the Human Code. Subscribe to learn more psychology facts. The human brain has a strange habit. It remembers negative experiences much stronger than positive ones. One criticism can stay in your mind longer than 10 compliments. One bad memory can overshadow many good moments. This is called negativity bias. It exists because our ancestors needed to remember danger to survive. But today, this ancient instinct still controls our emotions, and sometimes it makes the world look worse than it really is. Welcome to the Human Code. Subscribe to learn more psychology facts.
People don't change suddenly. They reveal who they really are. At first, they are kind, respectful, interested in you. But over time, something shifts. They become colder, more distant, less present. And you start asking yourself, what did I do wrong? But here's the truth. Most of the time, it's not about you. It's about what they no longer need from you. Attention, validation, support. Once they get it, or stop needing it, their behavior changes. That's when you see their real face. Not the one they showed you at the beginning, but the one they tried to hide. Pay attention to patterns, because people don't change, they reveal. Subscribe to learn more psychology facts. The most dangerous person is not the loud one, not the emotional one, not the one who argues. It's the silent observer. They don't react, they watch, they listen. They notice everything. Your tone, your habits, your weaknesses. While others talk, they collect information. While others react, they stay calm. And that's their advantage, because you never know what they're thinking. You never see their next move. And when they act, it's precise, calculated, unexpected. They don't need attention. They don't need validation. They only need time, because the more you show, the more they understand. And that's why they are the most dangerous. Subscribe to learn more psychology facts.
Respect is not something you ask for. It's something people decide to give you. And sometimes they slowly take it away. Not because of one big mistake, but because of small behaviors. You say yes when you want to say no. You explain yourself too much. You tolerate things you shouldn't. You try to please everyone, and without realizing it, you lower your own value. People notice that. They see what you allow. They see what you accept, and they treat you accordingly. Respect is built on boundaries, on confidence, on self-control. The moment you stop respecting yourself, others feel it, and they follow. So if you want respect, start with how you treat yourself. Subscribe to learn more psychology facts.
People don't respect you because you're too available. You reply instantly. You agree too quickly. You're always there. And at first, it feels like you're being a good person, but over time, it lowers your value. Because people respect what they can lose, not what is always there. When you stop chasing, they start noticing. When you stop explaining, they start listening. When you stop trying to please, they start respecting. Silence creates weight. Distance creates value. And control creates power. So if you want respect, stop giving yourself away so easily. Subscribe to learn more psychology facts.